So they're under orders, and away they go. 19 fences ahead of them. Midnight Haze is usually a front runner, and that one leads to the first in the green jacket. Jumps it well from Higgsy, Bermuda Boy, Jackson Town. Gentle Duke then. On the outside of that one is Dunbrovic. Between the two, if only Alfie. The moment at the back of the field is Musical Moon, but they've all safely negotiated the first two fences. So Midnight Haze with a 2-length advantage as they take that one from Bermuda Boy, Jackson Town, Gentle Duke, Higgsy, Dunbrovic, a little gap to if only Alfie, and Musical Moon brings up the rear. This is fence number 4. Midnight Haze jumps it well from Bermuda Boy, Jackson Town, Higgsy, Gentle Duke, Dunbrovic, if only Alfie and Musical Moon at the back of the field. So it's quite a long run from that fence round to the first one in the back straight. We did used to have a fence after the hedge, but they swing right-handed now. Around this long sweeping bend, Midnight Haze by a length from Higgsy racing on the inside of Bermuda Boy. Then about 3 lengths back to Gentle Duke and Jackson Town. Dunbrovic's in between those two. Still at the back of the field, if only Alfie and Musical Moon. About 8 lengths between the leader and the last as they approach this next plain fence. Midnight Haze took off, so a good stride there, jumped it really well from Dunbrovic, who's moved into second place. The orange jacket is Higgsy racing on the inside of Gentle Duke, then Jackson Town, Bermuda Boy, if only Alfie, in the 4-length gap then to Musical Moon. This is the open ditch. Once again saw a big stride there on Midnight Haze. Came up well, leads by a length from Gentle Duke, racing on the inside of Dunbrovic, then Higgsy, Jackson Town, if only Alfie, Bermuda Boy. He's lost a prominent pitch early on and getting tailed off now is Musical Moon. Musical Moon's going to pull up before the next one. So Midnight Haze from Gentle Duke, Dunbrovic, Higgsy, Jackson Town, if only Alfie, and Bermuda Boy. Certainly 6 lengths would cover them. The other one, of Musical Moon, has pulled up as they race through the poplars. Midnight Haze has made all the running so far, leads by a couple of lengths from Dunbrovic, Higgsy, Gentle Duke, Jackson Town, Bermuda Boy. If only Alfie's dropped to the rear now as they take this next one. All safely over. Quickly on to what was their second fence. This time round it's fence number 10, Midnight Haze. From Gentle Duke, in between Higgsy and Dunbrovic. The red jacket going up on the inside is Bermuda Boy. Then comes Jackson Town, and the 4-length gap to if only Alfie. So they pass the judge, circuit ahead of them, on towards this next plain fence. Midnight Haze, Gentle Duke, Dunbrovic, Bermuda Boy, Higgsy. Bermuda Boy not so clever there. If only Alfie's still bringing up the rear, being pushed along now to keep in touch. So they continue this run up to the far bend. Swing right-handed. 4 fences to jump in the back straight, 3 in the home straight. And up front, Midnight Haze with Higgsy within 3/4 of a length, and Gentle Duke races close up in 3rd place in the white jacket. Dunbrovic is there in 4th, the red jacket of Bermuda Boys back in 5th, then Jackson Town and if only Alfie, and any of them could still win as they race into the back straight now for the final time and on towards fence number 13. Plain fence before their second and final open ditch, and as they come to it, Midnight Haze yet yet to be headed. Jumps that one well from Gentle Duke, goes well in second place. Then comes Dunbrovic, Higsy being pushed along now. Jackson Town under pressure in fifth place. If Only Alfie's gone past Bermuda Boy as they come to this final open ditch. Fence number 14. Midnight Haze, Gentle Duke, Dunbrovic, Higsy, Jackson Town, If Only Alfie, Bermuda Boy weakening quickly now as they come onto another plain fence. Midnight Haze by only about a length now from Gentle Duke. They're about 2.5 lengths in front of Dunbrovic, Higsy, Jackson Town. If Only Alfie's still in touch with those leaders, but Bermuda Boy isn't. This is 4 out. Midnight Haze. Lizzie Reynolds by a couple of lengths from Gentle Duke in second place. Dunbrovic on the outside of Higsy goes into third. Jackson Town's got every chance. About 3 to 4 lengths then back to If Only Alfie, and they're clear of Bermuda Boy, so they come through the poplars on towards their final 3 fences. Midnight Haze, yet to be headed. Comes round his final bend from Gentle Duke, Dunbrovic. This is 3 out. Midnight Haze, Gentle Duke, Dunbrovic. Jackson Town's gone into 4th place and Higsy weakening now. So they race to 2 out. Midnight Haze from Gentle Duke. Midnight Haze by about a half a length from Gentle Duke. They're drawing clear now of Dunbrovic and Jackson Town as they come to this final fence. Midnight Haze by about a half length. Jumps it well from Gentle Duke in second place. They're clear of Dunbrovic, Jackson Town, If Only Alfie and Higsy, but up to the line, and it's Midnight Haze and Lizzie Reynolds who take it. From Peter Bryan on Gentle Duke in second place, Dunbrovic third, Jackson Town fourth.
That was fun.